I don't think people realize how beautiful it is to be able to go in the studio as an artist and lock yourself in them four walls and you ain't around nothing that gives you back talk.
Right.
You love your woman, you love your kids, your moms,
the ganja,
your friends, everybody. Yes. But the studio don't argue with you. The studio don't ask you no questions. And studio don't stress you out, bro. Studio don't make no demands other than to pay for the studio time.
That's a different thing.
And the studio ain't doing it. It's the people who run
it's the man.
That's a good way to look at it.
So there's a lot of times when you go in the studio and I just sit there and I don't even create nothing. I just go in there just for some peace of mind. I want to be in the studio, so I don't have to hear nobody's mouth that I gotta hear in my house or in a workspace, and we disagreeing and going back and forth about shit concerning your life and their life, especially if you affect their life directly or indirectly, right? But I go in the studio, not only do I have the opportunity to avoid hearing shit that I don't want to be bothered with, but I can also become whoever I choose to be. If I think about being a fucking Avenger in the studio, I can become an Avenger. If I want to be the Incredible Hulk in the studio, I can be the Incredible Hulk.
You want the studio to be Wakanda.
It can motherfucking Wakanda. That's a fact. And you can freely share whatever those thoughts and those feelings are and capture it.
And without repercussions.
With no repercussion, because you can then live with it for a week or two and determine whether or not you even want to share this shit. And the world ain't gonna give you no criticism while you in that space of trying to create it. And then you could go back and revisit it and perfect it and revisit it and perfect it and revisit it and get it to a place where it's so impeccable that before you even share it with a motherfucking press play form, you've mastered the intricacies of this shit so phenomenally that you already know what it's gonna be when they hear it. You already know what it's gonna be when the world hear it. You already know what it's gonna be on that stage, and you already know what it's gonna be when it's time to compete.